Welcome to More Than Just Moms. I'm Shy,
I'm T.
and we are doing the well overdue, well anticipated introduction. We're going to tell you guys a little bit about ourselves and why we thought the podcast would be a great idea. And each podcast is going to have a different subject that we'll talk into.
More and more each time we do a podcast. So kind of get deeper and deeper, but we'll start off with like just our lives as moms. We want to get that piece out of the way. And then, we have other topics to talk about because we have a lot. We are very complex. So
Very.
just to start off, we'll just introduce ourselves more in depth. So I am Tiara, but you can call me T, Tiara, whatever. But I am 31. I have 3 kids. I have 2 boys and a girl, Antonio, Alexander, and Tiana Rose. I am divorced. I've been divorced for 5 years as of February 20th. It's been 5 years, and currently I am a mortgage loan officer. So I switched careers back in November, and so I am a mortgage loan officer, and I've been in the business for about 8 months, almost 8 months now. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much about me.
And I am Cheyenne. I'm 36-year-old. I'm a mother of five. I have 2 boys, 3 girls. My oldest is a girl. She's 16. Then my 5-year-old, which is a boy, 14-year-old girl, boy, and then my 9-year-old and my 1-year-old.
What are their names?
Oh. Okay, so I am a mother. We don't have to edit that part. I'm a mother of five. My 6-year-old girl name is Nashanti. She goes by Shanti. My 5-year-old is Marcus. My 14-year-old is Marco. My 9-year-old is Nalani, and my 1-year-old is Araya. The first four are from a previous relationship that I have been divorced from since 2021. Um, and then my last one is with my current partner. Um, and again, like I said, I said one, but she is two. I want to make her a
Yeah,
baby
she's two.
forever. She is two. She turned two in May. So it's just, I got to get used to her being a big girl now. I am a nurse. That has always been something I wanted to do. And once we get another topic, I'll talk about how I navigated, how it took so long for me to become one. I'm a nurse for 4 years. I'm an LPN. Um, Supposed to be going back to school in August to get my RN. My goal is to get my RN before my oldest graduates from high school. And right now I'm on the neuro unit, but my dream is to be a midwife and to help deliver babies and to help Black mothers become moms and navigate the birthing process for colored people.
And you're missing a kid.
Um, we have to do a segment on that as well. I do have a son named Noel who passed in 2012. He was born in 2011 as well. So technically, Marco and Noel are literally 11 months apart. One at the beginning of the year, one at the end. But he passed away from SIDS, and we'll do a segment on that and give y'all information on that one closer to the SIDS Awareness Month. But yeah, he. You're right. I have to include him. So I'm a mother of six. I have an angel, but
Yes. And we have our kids on our necklaces. We both have necklaces with our kids' names on. Do you
I
have a
don't have
necklace on?
mine on
Oh
today.
gosh.
But I normally wear it all the time. And this morning I was rushing out the house because my 9-year-old had an incident over the weekend and fractured a finger. So I don't have my necklace on, but the next segment I will.
Absolutely. So we want to talk about why we thought that this would be a great podcast idea to do. There are tons of motherhood podcasts and things like that, but at some point when you are in our position where we've had kids with our ex-husbands and we've been through a divorce and you try to navigate life being a divorcee, and then you have another kid, you get into another relationship and you have another kid, um by by someone different, things are different, and so you kind of like you learn about yourself. It was the moment where we were learning about ourselves, and then we forget again because we have another kid, and
The gap
yeah, and it was a big gap. And crazy thing is, our youngest are the same age, and the kids that are
before them
before them
are
are
the
the
same
same
age.
age.
We was pregnant together both times.
Yeah, we were pregnant together both times. They're both sets are 3 months apart. So
Yeah.
Lonnie was April, Alex is July, Araya is May, Tiana is August. Um, so just that gap, we had 7 years to get ourselves together and trying to find who we were
Thought we had it all figured out, and then boom, got pregnant again.
again.
So
So it's one of those things where it's like you're getting older and you become self aware and, mentally aware of yourself. And society thinks that moms are supposed to forget who they are.
for sure.
And we're kind of like taking that piece back.
Because I'm not just a mom. I'm not just Shanti, Marcus, Marco, Lonnie, Araya's mom. Or even
Yeah.
just Noel's mom. Because, like, a lot of stigma with that. Like, after you lose a child, like, your life's supposed to end. You're supposed to be done. But I have other kids to live for. I got
Yeah.
things I want to do in my life. I still have goals I want to accomplish.
Right. You cannot pour from
Right,
empty cup. And I always say that. I'm big on that. You can't pour from an empty cup. Because yeah, we have to live for our kids, but at the end of the day, we gotta live for ourselves too.
For
Because
sure.
I refuse to wake up 50, 60 years old, God willing, and be like, all I did was took care of these kids. Like
That's what I want to do.
not happening. So I think that's why we created this podcast.
For sure.
It has taken a little bit because life
Be life in.
life be life, and like
Life in. Just because we had this podcast idea
back in January.
back
It's
in
almost July.
And
It's almost July.
just because we thought it would be a great idea, and we had so many different podcast themes to go from January all the way up until now. We're just on our first one because life be life in, and motherhood
It
don't stop.
It don't stop, and we talk about it. We literally will be on the phone like, oh, that would be a good topic for a podcast, but I mean, we don't never really get around to do it. So
We made time. We had to make time to do it
yes,
because it's something that I feel like everybody needs to hear somebody say that you're not alone. You're not
yeah,
alone. It's okay to be more than just your kid's mother. You are a person. You have your own identity outside of being a mom.
yeah. And I think it's easy for us because we kind of like are just going through this together. Like
Yeah, for sure.
we're cousins, so
We're sister cousins.
sister
Put
cousins,
that sister on there. Don't play with me.
sister cousins. So we kind of navigate
Together.
this life
And
together.
even though I'm 36 and she's 31, a lot of times I'm calling her for advice.
Yeah.
Like, hey, listen, da 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 da. And then a lot of times, being that my kids are older, sometimes she needs advice on the boy thing because my teenage boys are 14 and 15, and
Yeah.
she has the
10 and 8. So I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know. And even with having Tiana, like, I don't know nothing about being no girl mom. We almost 2 years in, and she's beat me down.
You're doing a great job, for sure.
It's all new, but literally, I remember my face was breaking out after I had Tiana, and I called you like, "Is this what happens when you have a daughter?" Like,
for sure,
my face is breaking out. So I think like she said, you have to know that you're not alone in this world, and sometimes you don't want to be vocal about your concerns, or you don't want society to make you seem like you're being selfish because you want to think about yourself. But at the end of the day, she knows I'm big on me.
She is.
I'm big on me.
I'm new at this.
Yeah.
The whole I'm always been mom, and then for the longest after my separation from their first, their dad, it was just me. I was mom and dad, so like it was hard to navigate in being Cheyenne when I'm mom and dad and whatever else I need to be, and all while going to nursing school, all while COVID's going on. So it took a while, but I'm here. I finally arrived, and yeah.
Period. Oh, we want to talk about like how we navigate through um motherhood on a daily basis, because we both work full-time jobs,
Multiple
full-time jobs. We have multiple kids that are working, kids that are in sports. We try to be active in church. Um, we try to do a lot, and before you know it, it's more so we look up and it's 12 o'clock
It's bedtime.
and it's time to go to bed
We
because
get ready for the next day of all the activities and things we have to do. So
so it's so how do you navigate life on a day to day? Like,
for me, it's all about setting those alarms because I'm not an early riser. I don't like getting up in the morning, but because my day starts pretty early, most days, I have like 6, 7 alarms just to make me get out that bed. Then once I get out of bed, my 16-year-old is my biggest helper. Lord knows I don't know what I do without her. If I have to get multiple kids ready, it's help me with the youngest while I get the 9-year-old because 9-year-old sometimes can be a sassy pants. I'll deal with the sass. You help me with the baby. And sometimes if it's just um me and say Shanti's gone somewhere with her friends or her cousin or work because she does work, then I will go ahead and get the baby together, then get the 9-year-old together, and then I tend to talk to my kids about what we need to do the day before, so it's not so hectic. But with teenagers, it's always hectic. So sometimes it's just we gotta be out the door by this time to get on time. I don't like being late. My anxiety does not allow me to be late. If I'm late, it ruins my whole entire day. So I tend to try to push like, okay, you need to be up and ready at this time because we need to be out the door by this time. And then once we up and out and going doing what we got to do, just take life as it goes. Because sometimes some things hit you out of left field and you have to navigate and fix some things. So it is what it is. Like my daughter breaking her, that was not on the bingo cord for me. I not at all. Got to go to an orthopedic doctor tomorrow. Not on the court. It's not something I was planning for to do, but life happens. So I'm going to have my drop off my 2-year-old a little bit earlier than I normally would at daycare, and then go to the doctor's appointment, then double back to the daycare because I work at the daycare 3 days out the week. So it is what it is. Flexible, honestly.
yeah, you have to be. For me, now that it's summertime, I've gotten a little lazy, so those alarms, shut them off. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. But so with me, the boys are gone. So we have our parenting schedule 50-50. So Monday and Tuesday maybe they may be with me. Wednesday, Thursday they're with their dad. Then Friday, Saturday, Sunday they're with me. Then turn around Monday, Tuesday they're with him. Wednesday, Thursday they're with me. Friday, Saturday, Sunday they're with him. So because I've been divorced for 5 years and we've actually been doing this schedule since I think we've been doing this schedule since about 2019. Um, I have fit like I've learned to adjust to my lifestyle. Like in before I had, before I had Tiana, it was easy because it was just like, okay, when the boys are gone, I got free time, all that different stuff. But now it's like now I have to say I'm a mother 20 I'm still a mother 24/7 regardless. I still see the boys every single day because I see them after school every day, before school every day. In the summertime, they still have, summer camp and stuff like that. So I still see them but now I'm like literally a mother 24/7 after like not being um so with us, it's a lot of I have to have a calendar, I have to have alarms, I have to have reminders, because this brain and the brain fog after having the third kid, I literally I lose my train of thought. Like right now, I might lose my train of thought, losing my train of thought just a little bit. Um, but if I don't have those, like I have a calendar on the refrigerator, I'll use my phone calendar. I write the stuff down. Like I have stuff everywhere, so that keeps me on track. That keeps them on track. Because I do work 3 jobs. Um, so work 3 jobs, and then both boys play baseball, and then like right now we're getting ready for church camp, so it's like they're having to be at
Yes.
church Saturday. We had to be at church at 9 o'clock. in the morning, even though we wanted to sleep in on Saturday after having a long week. Like,
So bad.
trying to navigate the week, and kind of, I'll tell you that some stuff is a blur. Some days I don't even know how I'm, like, I keep going. Some days I don't know what day it is, but I know that, okay, I have to do X, Y, and Z on said day, but I don't know what day it is.
She
Like,
says that, but she's always well put together. Me, on the other hand, it might be a day I roll in and they were like, "What the heck has Cheyenne been through?" Because it's a struggle bus for sure.
I do a lot of yelling in the morning, so it definitely be a struggle for us. But I don't know. It's the 2 year old that's taking me. Well, she ain't even two yet. She's literally only one, but she's taking me through the ringer. And so now I think with her, I'm trying to learn how to adjust to, like, cause I mean, after 7 years, I feel like you still a new mother again. That she's totally different than the boys, and so it's like I thought I had life figured out, and then she's a total different person. She, she is the total opposite. She's very high maintenance, very bold, and she is unapologetically herself. And some days I'm like, I don't even know whose kid you are, because there's no way that you belong to me at all. So, like, she's making me backtrack and just like rethink, and I'm kind of like learning to be a different person because of her too. And so I think
Definitely can learn from your kids for sure.
the way the way that I was mothering the boys, I had to go back and rethink. Like, I cannot parent her the way that I parent them, and then it's like, okay, maybe I need to parent them in a different manner. Maybe I need to, like you said, you learn from your kids.
That's for sure.
So I think, I don't know. It's all a blur. I'm just her. Some
God's
days I just feel
carrying
like,
us.
like
God is carrying
some
us
days, like, and that's why we are at church. We try to get to church every Sunday
every
because,
Sunday
you know,
and try to be most Tuesdays
most Tuesdays we try to be in our word as much as we can,
as much as we
because
can
we're trying to make changes in our lives.
for sure.
Um,
That
yeah,
can lasting impacts on our children and the generation after us.
yeah, because
I feel like I'm trying to undo a lot of things that generations before me have done when it comes to parenting with my kids. I'm just gonna call it what it is. I'm trying.
yeah,
Some days are better than others, but also I feel like as a mother, I've learned that our parents was learning as they went, just like we
yeah,
are too. So like some things when I do, or I apologize to my kids. I make a mistake if I'm wrong. I give my parents grace as much as possible when it comes to certain things that I went through as a child, because they was learning as they went. There's no manual for being a mother or being a father, so it is what it is. Did it? We don't have to share. Winging it. Ain't
we
that what we
are.
was talking about? We
This,
just gonna wing
yeah,
it.
because my microphone went dead, y'all. So,
And motherhood is a whole lot of winging it. So it is what it is.
yeah,
Right on
like,
cue. Perfect.
I am very appreciative for the support that I have when it comes to the kids, because some days I literally be like now with me being a loan officer, I'm like, all right, I gotta go to a networking event. All right, I gotta go out of town, going to Michigan for 2 days. I'm like, all right, well, she gotta go down the street. Good thing I live down the street from my mama, because some days I don't know. Like, I have a lot of support when it comes to the kids. So I'm not like winging it by myself, but I like things to be a certain way. I'm very uptight when it comes to those things. Um, but right now, because everything is like on demand. So if there's something that I have to do, a networking event, I gotta go. I gotta go. They have to go somewhere. Um, so I'm not winging it by myself. I do have a lot of support when it comes to, you know, Cheyenne helps me out a lot, a whole lot.
And vice versa. For sure.
I think, like I said, we navigate this life together.
Together, for sure.
because you can't do it by yourself.
Yeah.
And sometimes you don't want your parents to help you. So it's like you need somebody else that you can like go to. Cheyenne's my go-to person that I'm gonna call and like, all right,
She's definitely mine.
I need.
And then for me, my support system does not look as wonderful and great as hers. So she is one of my main two go to persons, my support system. If I need to cry on the phone, Tierra was gonna hear it. If I need to cry in person, Tierra was gonna be the one. I'm in the car with crying. Um, and then my partner, he is a great stepdad and dad. And then sometimes I feel like he my dad because he be scolding on me about stuff I'm going through. But I mean, it is what it is. He's a great support system. And then now I have my one of my brothers. He helps me a lot, but that's mainly it. I mean, I'm just gonna be honest with you. I don't have the lavish people in my life corner. Like I would love to, and I look back. I look at how Tiara's mother is always in her kids' corner, and that's my thrive. Like I want to be a Mimi when I grow up. Like I just want to be a Mimi when I grow up because she has her kids back 100% and her grandkids, and she may fuss at you, but she got your back for sure.
Yeah, she fusses at all of us.
Oh yeah, she still fusses at me too. I am one of her daughters. She just don't know it.
It's yeah, we just kind of like winging life. We are, but you know, the point of this is to for people to know that we're more than just mothers. We are like we like to go out and have fun. We like to go out and have a little drinky drink.
Let our hair down.
Yeah, but sometimes we don't have the time to do that. Like, what was it? Was it last Friday or the Friday before?
Last Friday.
It was Father's Day weekend. It was Father's Day weekend. We went to Chili's.
Oh yeah.
But we had Tiana and Araya.
We did. We had the 2 and the 1-year up for sure.
So, sometimes we gotta
improvise.
Take them too with us because
they are younger ones.
Yeah, and my kids ain't old enough to watch each other yet, so
my daughter is, but sometimes I like to give her a break because sometimes she has to do it a lot. Like on Thursdays and Fridays, she has to be the one to get the younger two up or ready for daycare because I'm already gone out the door for my nursing job. So I try to give her space as much as possible because I don't want her to look back and be like, all I did was help my mama raise the kids. That's not this. This ain't that. So.
All right.
Okay, bro.
There's one, and the other one's coming. But we just wanted to. We're not gonna keep. Girl, turn it off. Turn it off. But we just wanted this to kind of be the introduction.
And there will be more to come, and just introduce her who we are, why we made this podcast, and what does being more than just a mom mean to us. So it essentially just means that we have an identity outside of being a mother. We're more than just the motherhood. We're more than just raising our kids. We have different personalities. We have different things we got going on outside of being a mother. And it's okay to feel like that. It's okay to sometimes choose yourself. It's okay to, like she said, her favorite saying, cannot pour from an empty cup. You can't be the best mom you want to be if you're drained and constantly tired because all you do is keep on running for these kids. Yes, you're going to provide for your kids, and yes, you're going to be the best mother you can, but you also have to take care of you.
And that's definitely what it boils down to. So I think the next podcast, we want to talk about church. So the next topic we're going to talk about on the next episode is church. Well, that be church hurts, navigating life, trying to get back into church.
What that looks like.
Yeah, what that looks like. This church as a whole. How church has evolved.
Very
and some people are not on board with that, the changes and all that. They're not adaptable to that change. So we have a lot to talk about. Lord Jesus, the two. Oh, get up. Yeah. So
the church is on the next podcast. And then I can't even think right now. That's that. Church, and then navigating our relationship with God, because it's not just the church, but then religion. So separating the two sometimes. Sometimes you gotta ignore the people at church and continue to go to get the word so that you can build a better relationship with God. Because sometimes them church people can really do it up. And we're not gonna go into it, but
Yeah.
you know what we're talking about.
We got a lot to say.
Reel it back
Got a
in.
lot to say.
But yes.
Um, so yeah. But at the end of the day, this is our first episode, and
We hope you enjoyed it. We hope you come back and see us some more. We have a lot of things to talk about. This is not the first and last one. This is just the beginning. And we hope you sit along for the journey and the involvement of more than just mom.